Good morning students, how are you all? Previous class already we will learn regarding to the 5th chapter Indian rivers and water resources. Part 1 we have completed. In that part 1 we have discussed types of Indian rivers, water use and Tungabhadra river basin water sharing, how we are utilizing that. So, basic information we have already completed. Basically, Indian rivers are two types, perennial rivers and non-perennial rivers. That information we have discussed in the part 1. And also in water use, how many types of the water we have to be utilized in our daily life, we are discussed. In the end of the part, we are discussed about the stock and flow concept. Stock means how much water is available in any particular point of time. Flow is nothing but how many liters of the water has distributed from any particular tap or any stream water it may be. And later we are discussed about we have discussed Tungabhadra river basin water sharing. Tungabhadra river water shared by the 3 states Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. He has given example not only Tungabhadra river. Tungabhadra river is the major tributary of Krishna river, we know that. So, but what happened is Tungabhadra river basin has improperly unplanned, urbanization has increased, industries has increased, that is why it has leads to lot of problems, especially Tungabhadra river basin. So, this water disputes between Karnataka and Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, it is the major issue. So, many states in India having to the water disputes is there. Karnataka, Tungabhadra river basin water disputes, in between Maharashtra and Telangana we have a Babli project issue, different issues is there in India, that issues are solved by according to the central government norms. And today we are going to be discussing about the rational and equitable use of water, how to utilize rational and equitable use of water. An example, in India we have a best example because of 40 million hectares of the land in India having to the drought prone area. Even though drought prone area is best practices is available in India, how to solve their drought conditions. So, regarding to this example, in India we have a 1970s. In 1970s in Maharashtra, the Maharashtra government was started one program under the watershed program. You can discuss regarding to the watershed program with your teacher. In Maharashtra state, government has started watershed program, which means water conservation schemes. In that water conservation schemes, especially in Ahmednagar district, this program has started. In Ahmednagar district, it was started. That program name is Adarsha Grama Yojana. In Maharashtra state government has started one program. That program name is Adarsha Grama Yojana. This entire the district has selected for this implementation of this scheme. This Ahmednagar district has having to the annual rainfall is 400 millimeters per annum, which means very low rainfall. It is having to the rain shadow area of the Sahyadri Hills. Ahmednagar district is located on rain shadow area of the Sahyadri Hills in Maharashtra. That is why this district is getting to the very low rainfall. So, Ahmednagar district has selected for the under the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme. Under this scheme, here one village has selected, that village name is Hivare Bazar. So, Hivare Bazar was village. This village was selected under the Adarsha Grama Yojana. Already in this district has having to the water conservation programs has continued, such as check dams, plantations and loose boulders construction and CCTs, continuous contour trenches. These are all the important water conservation methods as ongoing. But before the selecting for the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme, the Maharashtra government was set for preconditions. If it is any village wants to be selected for the under the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme, the Maharashtra state government has fixed for the 4 conditions. That 4 conditions also we can call it as a bandis. Bandis. 4 conditions are bandis. This is the Hindi word. So this Maharashtra government has before the selecting for the any village for the under the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme, any village wants to be selected for this Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme, that village should be implemented these 4 conditions, that is the bandis. That 4 bandis, what are the important bandis is, first one is the Kurhat bandi, Charai bandi, Nas bandi, Nasha bandi. So what are the important 4 conditions? We looked into this chart, important. These 4 conditions is the we can look at into the charts, just we are discussing it. So that 4 conditions as given by the Maharashtra state government, we look it into the chart. So which one has selected for the preconditions as set by the Maharashtra state government for the selecting for the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme? These 4 conditions as implemented in Ivare Bazar. First condition is Kurhat bandi, which means ban on felling trees. Second condition is Charai bandi, which means ban on free grazing by the cows, whatever it may be, free grazing ban. And third condition is Nas bandi. Nas bandi is nothing but each and every family in the village should be following the family planning, which means no family has supposed to be having of the more than 2 children or kids. And 4 condition is, last condition is the Nasha bandi. Nasha bandi means in that village completely ban on liquor. Along with these 4 conditions, another 5th condition is also set by the Maharashtra state government, that is the Shramadan, which means voluntarily people are ready to work physical work in that particular village. So these 4 conditions is a very, very important for our exam point of view. Kurhat bandi is nothing but ban on felling trees. Charai bandi is nothing but ban on free grazing. Nas bandi is nothing but family planning, and Nasha bandi is nothing but ban on liquor. Along these 4 conditions, another 5th condition as set by the Maharashtra state government, that is the Shramadan. Shramadan is nothing but voluntarily physical work done by the people for the village development. So whenever any village has agreed to the implementation of these 4 conditions, these Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme has implemented that particular village. Ivare Bazar village, how to utilize water without having of the full of the rain. Why? Because this Ahmednagar district was 400 millimeters of the rainfall. So what is the situation in 1970s and 1980s in Ivare Bazar village? There is no proper drinking water. That village has completely looked like as a barren look. There was a having to the free grazing, and in the village nobody has not having to the proper work, and many people are migrated to the other places. That is the situation in 1970s and 1980s. When was this village was selected under the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme? This village has followed by that 4 thumb rules, which one has having to the Kurhat bandi, Charai bandi, Nas bandi, Nasha bandi. These 4 conditions which were very, very implemented by these village people, Ivare Bazar people, that is the Popatrao Patel is the village head. He has initiated by that program. Due to this implementation of the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme by the Ivare Bazar, after the 20 years, that result has outcome, that results, fruitful results as they are enjoyed, that improvement in the village due to this Adarsha Grama Yojana. One one by one we are discussing what are the changes has occurred in that particular village. First improvement in that particular village, Ivare Bazar village, irrigation area has increased. Almost all 7 hectares to 72 hectares has increased. 7 to 72 hectares has increased. This is the first victory of that Ivare Bazar village due to the implementation of the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme. Irrigation facilities has increased, migration has reduced, and farmers are started cultivated by the cash crops such as vegetables and fruits such as pomegranates and vegetables as cultivated. Automatically farmers income also increased. And one more thing is milk production also increased. Almost all milk production has increased 20 times, 140 liters to 3000 liters as produced one day. It has too much development, 20 times has increased in dairy production. Previously, when before the Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme, that village has able to produce only 140 liters of the milk per day, but today that village has able to produce the more than 3000 liters per day. This is the tremendous development in that particular village. And also they have in this Ivare Bazar village as tremendous changes has occurred due to this Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme. Irrigation area has increased, migrations has reduced, milk production has increased, commercial crops has increased, as well as to the farmers income levels also increased, and labor's incomes also increased. One side wage rates is very low, but even though their income levels has increased. In this village, milk production has increased from the 140 liters to the 3000 liters has increased. This is the 20 times increasing. And along this initiation in that village, they are following of the some another thumb rules. They are following of the CCT, continuous contour trenches. For Bandis, that village has followed by some other rules. What they are followed? No villagers has not selling to the land to the another villager people, and nobody has supposed to the digging of the new bore wells except drinking water. Nobody has supposed to the digging of the new bore wells for the irrigation facilities. For the irrigation facilities for agriculture purpose, they have to be using for the only open wells. And in conclusion, this is the best example for the in Maharashtra state. But in conclusion, what is that? These people are not digging up the new bore wells, but nobody has not selling of the lands to the others. But what is the situation is there? Neighboring of this Ivare Bazar village people starting of the digging of the very deeper bore wells. Only this Ivare Bazar people are following of these thumb rules, but neighboring village people are not followed by these preconditions. What happened? Ultimately, automatically, this besides villages or neighboring villages starting of the digging of the very deep bore wells, automatically the groundwater tables has decreased. So, as per the experience of this Ivare Bazar village experience, it is not possible. We have to be these 4 conditions as one region or one district or one sub river basin. It is the better. So, that is the better. So, how to Indian rivers and water resources. In this particular chapter, we are discussing about the rational and equitable use of the water. An example, we have a experience in India. Ivare Bazar village was the successfully implemented this Adarsha Grama Yojana. That village people are succeeded, but neighboring villages has started for the digging of the very depth bore wells. That is why it is not possible only one village or 2 villages is not sufficient. These 4 conditions should be followed by the either our river basin, either our one region, that is the better. But here neighboring villages started by the digging of the very depth of the bore wells. So, that is why this is the one best example, because here due to this program in this village, agriculture productivity has increased, farmers incomes levels has increased, migration has decreased, labor wage rates has increased, and they are also following of the meticulously rainfall data. Based on the rainfall data, they are cultivated various crops. Whether it is sufficient rainfall is available, automatically they are going for the water crops, that is the paddy, sugarcane. If it is the rainfall is very less, what will happen? They are going for the dry land agriculture. So this is the best example. And next we are moving from the whether it is water is a common pool resource or not. We are coming to the conclusion, end of the lesson. So whether it is water is the common pool resource or not, that is the big debatable issue in India. Whether it is we are accepting or not, this water is a common pool resource or not. So that is the very big controversy issue in India, that is the water as a common pool resource. This is the big debatable issue. According to the present laws in India, this groundwater rights, landowner and groundwater, according to the existed laws in India, those who are having to the owner of the land, that owner has having to the ownership of the groundwater. Present laws is telling about the present situation. According to the our Indian present laws, those are having to the owner of the land, that owner of the land, that owner has having to the commanding on the owner has having to the commanding on the utilization of the groundwater. But some big debatable issue is groundwater table has forming as a, already we are in part 1 we are discussed, groundwater is formed when was the water is flowing on the earth surface, during the water is flowing on the earth surface, while the water is flowing to the one place to the another place, it has percolates the water into the earth, it is forming as a groundwater. That water will maybe going to the one place to the another place, one landowner to the another landowner, that water will be shifting, but that groundwater is forming on the inside of the earth. So groundwater is the common pool resource or not, that is the big debatable issue. So this is the situation, because this groundwater as a forming as a, when the water is flowing on the earth surface, it has a percolates in the earth, it has forming as a groundwater. But it is not fair. Groundwater is a common pool resource. This is the common pool resource. Why? Because likewise our municipal parks and roads, streets, street lights, which when we are having of the public property, this groundwater also public property, but our society has not accepted. Our society has not accepted as a groundwater as a public property or public facility. Public property, because it is forming as a groundwater, but our society should be accepting as a water as a common pool resources. It should be changing of the attitude of the people. Before that people attitude, political will also should be changing. When the politicians has agreed this groundwater as a common pool resources, automatically this population should be changing of that thinking of the population. It will be changed. But present according to the our acts, this groundwater owner has, those who are having to the owner of the land, that people has utilized that groundwater only, which means whoever is having of the landowner, that landowner has digging of the very depth of the bore wells, automatically he has utilizing of that groundwater. But it has not easy, because of the our political attitude should be changed, population attitude should be changed, because according to the this groundwater table in India in 2014, one case was filled in Supreme Court regarding to the groundwater table, whether it is common pool resource or whether it is public property or private property. In 2014, in Supreme Court, one case was filed regarding to the groundwater, whether it is public property or private property. In that case, details is in Kerala state, one Perumatti Panchayat has decided not to renew the permission of the Coca-Cola company for the water. In 2014, in Supreme Court, one case was filed regarding about the whether the water is public property or private property. In this scenario, that case was belongs to the Kerala state. In Kerala state, Perumatti is the one of the village. In that village, Perumatti Panchayat has decided not to renew the Coca-Cola company renewalization of the drawing of the water from the that in particular Perumatti Grama Panchayat is surrounding, because that Perumatti Grama Panchayat primary health centers has given to the statement to the that Grama Panchayat officials, this village water is not supposed to the drinking purpose, it has completely polluted. That is why that Perumatti Grama Panchayat has decided not to renewal of the Coca-Cola company, which one is the manufacturing unit, which one is the established in Kerala state. So Grama Panchayat has not given to the permission to the Coca-Cola company for the drawing of the water from that particular village. Coca-Cola company has went to the Supreme Court for the getting to the permission for the drawing of the water. Why? Because 10 years back that Coca-Cola company has taken the permission from the Grama Panchayati, that Coca-Cola company has established, constructed the manufacturing unit for the Coca-Cola manufacturing coolings, that is nothing but. After that 2014, that Coca-Cola company was went to the Supreme Court for this case. In Supreme Court, two judges has given to the two different opinions. In Supreme Court, one judge has given to the unfavorable to the Grama Panchayat, another second judge has given to the judgment to the unfavorable to the Coca-Cola company. First judge has given to the straightforward judgment, that is according to the first judge, if you in Grama Panchayat Perumatti village, drinking water is the first priority. That is why Panchayati Perumatti village Panchayati officials not renewal the giving to the Coca-Cola company permission, but drinking water is the more priority in India, and second judge has given to the judgment against to the Panchayati Perumatti Panchayati officials. Second judge has given to the favorable to the Coca-Cola company. Coca-Cola company has purchased by the land in that particular village. That is why nobody has not stopping of the digging of the new bore wells, because Coca-Cola company has purchased that particular land. That is why based on the land ownership, that Coca-Cola company has having to the drawing of the water more from the that particular village. But this is the contradiction between in higher hierarchy level also. This is the contradiction between hierarchy level also. That is why in India, maybe we are discussing groundwater is the public property, but it is not accepted by the our society. Why? Because each land has individual property, each and everybody has purchased by the lakhs of the rupees for the paying to the purchasing of the 1 acre of land and 2 acres of the land. That is why presently in India existed laws in India showing to us those who are having to the owner of the land, that person will be enjoying of the, that person has having to right to the drawing of the water from the particular that land. So this is the contradiction between, but and as the whole. However, finally it should be changing of the people attitude, it should be changing of the political thinking. So conclusion of this lesson, part 1 we are discussing about the rivers. Later we were discussing about the water use and Tungabhadra river basin water sharing, and finally we are discussing about the best example in Maharashtra how to overcome this Hivare Bazaar village is the, even though that village was rainfall is a very low. That is the drought prone condition district. Even though that Hiware Bazaar village was successful, their groundwater tables has increased, they solved of their drinking water problem also. But finally groundwater is the public property, but it may be accepted, may not accepted, may be accepted by the society. It may be lot of time, it should be changing of the people attitude. So this is the regarding about the Indian rivers and water resources. And end of the lesson, children, you have to be write the in your notebook one by one. Just I am giving to the some homework for the short questions. You can note down in your notebooks. First question is, give the example of perennial rivers. Give the example of perennial rivers. Second question is, write the tributaries of Indus. Write the tributaries of Indus river. And third question is, in India, which rivers are floating from east to west? Third question is, in India, which rivers are flowing from east to west? And fourth question is, what is the preconditions for selecting of Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme? Fourth question is, what is the preconditions for selecting of Adarsha Grama Yojana scheme? And last question is, extend the CCT. Extend the CCT. These are the very important for the exam point of questions. Okay children, we will come back again another lesson. Thank you.